he comes around this bend and does this hard pull turn like back towards the runway, and my vision went completely black.
So I don't actually dislike Tom Segura, but a lot of the shit that he's done recently is pretty cringe. And now he's upgraded from showing off sports cars to fighter jets. I just watched this video, and the point isn't that he can't do what he wants with his money. That's fine, he can do whatever he wants. But the way that he does content with his vehicles makes you question, why is he showing everyone this? Is it to show off? Is it just to get that money from advertising car companies and now the military? Maybe it's to get some good press out there for fighter jets. I mean, one did just go down not long ago. And I wonder what other comedians are thinking when they watch something like this. I mean, the car thing even had Tim Heidecker making fun of him, and he didn't even realize that it was happening, but clearly they didn't give two shits about Tom's hobby, and they only had him on to make fun of him for that. And I'm sure that they could care less about this as well. So this is what most comedians think behind closed doors. They think that these endeavors are cringe. I think they can all see through this, even if the fans don't. If you're a fan of Tom Segura, do you want to see this kind of content? Is this your thing? Do you just want to follow every part of his life? Because I thought fans wanted comedy. That's why they became his fans in the first place. He's a comedian, not a famous pilot. No one gives a shit how many G's he gets. And I don't know what this was. It was just some weird flex. He's a big Hollywood celebrity now, I guess. This is like one of those segments from a show like Conan, where they leave the studio and go out into public and they find something out of their comfort zone to do to make this segment, except when they do that, they try and make it funny, and there was no effort to do that here, which is what they're supposed to do. This is a comedy show after all. At least with the car thing, he was telling stories and shit. But this is it. This is what you're watching now. A celebrity getting to do celebrity things, and people think that that's a critique that stems from jealousy. But it's more that I'm just pointing out that this isn't what people signed up for. This is just one big ad for the military, right as the US is talking about going to war. Not that this was intentional on Tom's part, he was just wanted to show off. But hey, if you want to watch that, then that's fine. I just doubt that the majority of his fans want to see that kind of shit. It was Joe Rogan and Bill Burr that convinced Bert Kreischer to stop doing his show, where he travelled around and did all that over-the-top shit. So I think that maybe we should have an intervention for Tom as well. Get him to stay focused on comedy or entertainment at least. Maybe he should take these kind of flights instead of complaining in airports like a bitch. Wow, did I piss some people off with that video. Fucking hell. And this is what Tom Segura expects when he takes a flight. He wants to get chauffeured around by the military. He's not going to freak out and have a meltdown in front of a bunch of soldiers. And he's not going to complain after they inconvenience him for a few seconds. And another thing, he shows you this expecting more people to show up to his shows. And that's how he sets things up like this. And then he gets to charge you $2,000 for front row tickets. This is from an upcoming show that I found. Didn't he just do the Coming Everywhere tour, and yet he still has to charge people $2,000? He needs more to keep up this lifestyle, and he can do what he wants with his money, that's fine. But when you're ripping off your audience like this, and then flexing on them when they have a problem with that, you can't expect people to then take you seriously anymore. Especially when prices like these should only be reserved for the biggest names and greatest performers, and even then that's fucking ridiculous. He just thinks that he's up there with Chappelle, or maybe he thinks he's Kanye now. Do comedians ever think to themselves, how are comedy fans supposed to pay for other shows, whether it's their own or somebody else's, when you have prices like these? And I thought, since we're on the topic of flying, that I would mention this story about a pilot who was experimenting with mushrooms and almost killed 83 people. I guess everyone had a bad trip. Yes, I know, that was a knee slapper of a joke. He was authorized to be there, but he used the opportunity to make small talk before trying to grab the handles that would have shut the fuel off to the engines. There was a little back and forth before he walked off, when he was heard saying that he messed up and tried to kill everyone. So he pretty much admitted that he was there to kill everyone, and later tried to pull the emergency door open, which he should have known wasn't going to work since he's a pilot, but he was in a panic, I guess, knowing that he was going to spend the rest of his life in prison. But I mean, that's how easy it is to kill a bunch of people nowadays. Who needs a mass shooting when you can crash a plane into probably even more people? You see, this is something you can complain about when you're on a plane, Tom Segura. This is something a person is validated and having a public meltdown about, since, you know, they were put in a life or death situation that they were placed in without their knowledge that it was even happening. But there you go, Tom Segura's a pilot now. I think they've already sent him into Gaza. We'll get back to you when we find out how that went. Oh shit, we actually just got the report. It just came in just then. Oh shit. Oh my god. I'm sorry to inform you, but Tom Segura is dead. We actually just have the footage of the explosion. This is live coverage right here.
Just like that, 6.2 Gs. Holy shit, dude.
Got a problem here. Eject. I can hold it. Pull up. No, I'm all right.
Who would have thought that Tom would go before Bert, but there you go.